William Shakespeare.
Shakespeare!
Shakespeare. Shakespeare.
Shakespeare!
You have not experienced Shakespeare until you have read him in the original Klingon.
This is not Shakespeare.
Oh, I did Shakespeare in the park, Max. I got mugged.
It's been 400 years since Shakespeare's death, and all the world is still his stage, and we men and women merely his unwitting fans. Every single day, whether we know it or not, we use words and phrases that Shakespeare added to the English dictionary.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
8030, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a wild goose chase over here at Nakatomi Plaza.
I was originally designed for assassination missions.
She was the oldest living Luther, and now she's dead as a doornail. Eyeball?
Shakespeare, it turns out, isn't just a literary titan, he's a literary termite.
Avenge me!
Burrowing into all sorts of places you wouldn't expect. Chewbacca isn't just grieving the severed head of his buddy. It's actually a nod to Hamlet.
Alas, poor Yorick.
Alas, poor Yorick.
That line and that skull have been cropping up ever since. There are more than 400 movies based on Shakespeare's plays, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, more than any other author in history. Romeo and Juliet alone has been staged for the screen over 50 times.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Even if you don't think you know Shakespeare, you know that balcony.
Romeo, oh Romeo.
No.
Of course, there's the most famous Shakespearean line of all.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
It's actually a speech about suicide, not a topic you typically hear about on Sesame Street.
Be or not a bee.
Or Gilligan's Island.
And so I ask to be or not to be.
Or a Muppet Hospital.
Make up your mind, to be or not to be.
Or an alien space station.
To be or not to be.
Of course, it's not just classic lines and scenes that inject Shakespeare into our daily lives. His stories are driving the plots behind some of the biggest series on television. House of Cards, the tale of a power couple with vaulting ambitions, sounds a lot like Macbeth, with a dash of in-your-face confessionals from Richard III.
One heartbeat away from the presidency, not a single vote cast in my name.
Sons of Anarchy, a saga about the leader of a biker gang haunted by the death of his father and power-hungry stepfather, has been called Hamlet on Harleys. In Empire, a record mogul has 3 children vying to inherit his hip-hop kingdom.
And it can only be one of them.
A situation that goes nearly as badly for him as it did for King Lear.
Wherefore art thou, Romeo?
And it's not just culture, it's commerce.
Thou betrayest thy family's cell phone plan.
Shakespeare may be 400 years gone, but he's in high demand on Madison Avenue.
William Shakespeare said that all the world's a stage, and men and women are merely players.
And one man in his time plays many parts. Many more parts than Shakespeare himself could have ever guessed.
Hey, Shakespeare, would you write a TV sitcom for a Klondike bar?
Methinks not.
What you talking about, Willie?